Hey guys, Andrew Esquivel here, back with another review, and today I'm going to be reviewing the KEDSUM magnetic algae scraper in the large size. So as with any magnetic algae scraper, there is an inside of the tank portion and an outside of the tank portion. The inside of the tank portion has a slightly gritty surface, which really helps scrub away really tough stuck-on algae, where the outside has a soft pad to ensure you don't scrape the glass. The unit has a nice large handle to help you grip the outside portion, and the magnets are relatively strong compared to other algae scrapers that I've used in the past. For instance, I've had this algae scraper for quite some time, and as you can see, it has like rope connected to it because, well, it always falls apart when you're scraping. This has a much wider surface area and much stronger magnets, so I have not had that issue with this algae scraper. I've scraped a good portion of the algae off of the glass right here on the front, but I have not yet gotten to the sides of the tank where algae buildup is pretty heavy. So we're going to go ahead and try and clean that side and see how well it performs. As you can see, there is plenty of algae buildup here on this particular side of the tank. We're going to go ahead and try scraping that off now. Take a nice good grip on the handle here and just kind of go up and down and let that abrasive side really scrub clean the algae. Now I do have a metal algae scraper that I've tried to use on this before, and these metal algae scrapers are good initially, but eventually they do need to be sharpened if you want to maintain their ability to scrape. So we got a little bit going on here. Alright, let's take a little preliminary look at how things are going. Actually, so far not bad. So let's continue with cleaning up here. And actually, I want to pay a close attention to down here, because this is where a lot of the algae gets kind of gummed up. So let's see if we can clean that going back and forth here. And this algae has been kind of piling up for quite some time now. So, and obviously as we clean, we are stirring up a little bit of detritus. That's completely normal. So the water may be a little foggy for just a few minutes until the detritus settles back down. But as you can see, looking at the side of the glass here, we've cleaned up quite a bit. So yeah, that's not bad. We could turn on the light here, try and identify any imperfections. But, you know, for a quick scrub for algae that's been there for months now, it seems to be doing a pretty good job. There are certain areas that are better than others, but, you know, the before and after, especially in real life here, is actually pretty impressive. Just kind of scrubbing along. And if you do this more often than a few months at a time, I'm sure your situation will be considerably better than mine. My tank has a lot of hard water, and the hard water has tons of nutrients, which really help aid in the growth of algae, so that's kind of why mine is just so chock full of it. But, so those are the kind of results you can expect from this particular unit. Alright, so after all that scraping, let's see how the pad is faring so far. It's kind of like the rough side of Velcro, if I had to describe it. So I imagine most of this is some sort of synthetic plastic material, and I don't think it's going to degrade very quickly. So for me, I think it's pretty good. Now for a cleaning pad, magnetic algae cleaner of this size, It only costs about $15 on Amazon, give or take, depending on, you know, whatever situation is going on with the brand at the time. But for the 15 or so dollars I spent on this, it is actually pretty good. I'm quite impressed. I had never heard of this brand before, and that doesn't mean it's not well known or anything. Maybe it's not, but I haven't looked into magnetic pads very much before. I'm happy to report, though, that this is working exactly as I had hoped. So hopefully this will help me keep my tanks a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. So that's pretty much it, guys. The scrubber here does clean off some stuck-on algae. And I mean, the algae really was stuck on for quite some time, you know. Like I said, I have been using metal algae scrapers for a while, but as you can see, sometimes they get bent and then they're just no longer good after they lose their sharpness. So alternative methods like this definitely have their place in the aquarium industry.
If you like this video, leave a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, consider subscribing.